About 4.5 billion years ago, a planet called Theia, THEA, hit the Earth at a speed of 15 kilometers per second. And the shock wave that was created spread rapidly, spewing huge amount of debris in the space, and eventually it formed our moon. And as a result of this violent collision, the Earth's speed of rotation became so fast that it only lasted 6 hours a day. And as the moon tidal forces began to reduce the speed of the Earth rotation, and the magma on the Earth eventually cooled. 4 billion years ago, a comet, COMET, with water hit the Earth again. And as a result of this explosion, the Earth was hit by a 3 million year rainstorm. And since then, the Earth has become a blue ocean planet. About 3.7 billion years ago, the first single-celled life began to exist, called the situ bacteria, which learned how to photosynthesize, and they went into a massive evolution of reproduction and releasing huge amount of oxygen in the atmosphere. And for this first time, they created the condition for life to exist on Earth. About 1 billion years ago, the Earth's temperature suddenly plummeted, PLUMMATED, and experienced an ice age. This lasted for tens of millions of years, and it turned the Earth into a snowball. About thousands of years later, it took a volcanic eruption, creating the condition again for life to exist. 500 million years ago, the evolution of the Earth changed dramatically. The Cambrian explosion, CAMBRAIN, Cambrian explosion, allowed for the birth of the countless plants and animals today, and they continue growing. Cambrian explosion allowed the birth of the countless growths of plants and animals today. 200 million years ago, the dinosaurs, which have ruled this Earth for 130 million years ago, was born, and they began to exist. And 65 million years ago, an asteroid, ASTEROID, 10 kilometers in diameter, hit the Earth with full speed. And as a result of this violent collision again, 99% of every living organism on Earth died. And it was a result of this asteroid collision that humanity or humankind first came into exist. The first form of human being that existed, which is the Homo sapiens, began to exist 2 million years ago. The first humankind that began to exist on this earth, which is the Homo sapiens, existed 2 million years ago, and they went into continual evolution till they come to the standpoint or the stature of this human being in intelligence today. If you understand this, then you understand that religion has made mockery of our limitation of knowledge by creating system or diverse system theories about how Earth began to exist. But an average African man watching me now is still doubting or asking himself, how did the first person who began to narrate how this existence of this Earth came? Because people or Africans believe that the existence of the Earth is a mystery. Well, a mystery means a knowledge unknown. That it is unknown to you does not mean that it is unknown to any other person. Unknown mystery to you means limitation of your own knowledge. Men have journeyed far, and tonight I am going to ascend you or usher you into those dimensions. There's what the scientists discovered that is called a radiometrics. RADIOMETRICS, radiometrics. In radiometrics, you pick a rock, place it on a radiometric machine, and it will tell you exactly how many years that rock have existed. So if you ask today, or you browse in internet today, or Google anywhere, they will tell that this Earth, this platform, this Earth today we are living on is 4.5 billion years, 43,000 years, 4.5 million years, 43,000 years, 4.5 billion, 43,000 years. Now, if to give you proof that what I'm saying is not a concussion, which you will go to verify after speaking, because in knowledge we research to follow you with fact and logic, not to follow you with emotion and belief. That's what makes us different from believers. If you dig below the ground, beneath the ground now, the last thing you will meet in this land after meeting different kind of soil, water, and the last thing you will meet on this earth beneath this ground is rock. And for people that have judged outside this space, they will discover that what encloses the earth or what covers the earth is a rock. That's why I told that the earth was formed 4.6 billion years ago when gravity assembled this rock together and by oscillatory motion binded them together. And by this time, there was nothing like moon at all. Moon began to exist when Theia, a planet called Theia, be browsing this thing. Go for a research so that you don't believe me, but you will know me. Theia, THEA, hit the earth, collided on earth, and after this revolution, This Theia eventually formed the moon today that we are beginning to see, or that we see. That means the earth was not actually the first planet that began to exist. There are already numerous, countless of planets. People don't know that these stars, each of these stars we are seeing, represents different galaxies on earth, different planets on earth, and each of these stars is many times bigger than this earth. For instance, the sun we are seeing is 1.something million bigger than this planet earth. So on account of this, until this time there was no water on the earth's surface. Earth began to exist when water began to exist when comets hit this earth, and the earth experienced 3 million year rainstorm. That's why if you check in the color or representation of all planets on earth, only the earth have its color as blue. That blue means a burden of ocean of rivers. So life actually exists here because this earth is over flooded with water. So only the earth planet is blue in nature, or blue in representation, because of this 3 million year rainstorm that the earth experienced after the comet hit the earth. And then you can also discover that life began to exist on this earth when the bacteria began to release oxygen into this earth 3.7 billion years ago. And as time goes on, it was eventually the Cambrian explosion that first led to the birth of plants and animals into this earth surface. And today you can see scientists find dinosaurs, take it to radiometric machine, and tell that these dinosaurs have lived for 100 and something million years ago. So the stories of earth existing 2,000 years ago, or as Christendom have manufactured it, is just a fable story. This is religious activities. People will find this thing a little bit difficult to believe or to know, because the religion have inculcated rubbish in their membrane for a long time. But if you actually have a phone and you can place a phone call and somebody from London today can hear you, and it is not a mystery to you, then what then makes it impossible for men to journey or to drive a machine that can explain explicitly how this earth was formed? And after this live session, I'm going to post the picture or the video representation in our main WhatsApp group, so that people in our WhatsApp group can see the visual representation of what I'm talking about, of how this earth formation was formed. Religion has crippled the mindset of Africans and take advantage of the limitation of his knowledge to mesmerize him, to tell him that life started in the Garden of Eden. And it pained me a lot that most of African graduates, doctors, biochemists, engineers stand up small and begin to teach their children that Adam and Eve, that was how the earth began to exist. Lack of limitation of knowledge. We want to grow in knowledge, and the first thing people want to know is, how did the earth came to exist? How was it?
And thanks to God, say God not be man. Small knowledge now when God give you now, you don't begin to raise shoulder with God the Father. Say God no exists. You don't begin to quote laws of motions. You don't begin to quote scientific laws and the rest. Those laws, when you call, so are those laws not God? Those are God in science. Those are God in chemistry. Those are laws in microbiology. When you call blah 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 blah, not just be being English, you just speak online. Okay, let me agree with you for a minute that there is no God. But you agree that there are spirits living on this earth. You agree, say you dey sleep, you dey dream. You dey dream, see either your future or either your past. Then sometimes your dream, when you dream, if they come to pass, they happen for real life. What did they cause that one? Not be everything science go fit prove. Science don't try, but they can never prove the existence of God. They still they learn. You they get me so? The white people, when they always form, say they want to raise shoulder with God, may they make human being now. They don't do everything possible for this generation, one would they, but to give human being life, they're not fit. That is the misery of God. The misery of God is too deep and too large for humans to comprehend. The day when human being will know the secret of God, they will raise shoulder with God. Now, what it makes Satan raise shoulder with the master, all this one. Mona get sense. No God for yourself. No Bible for yourself. You dey hear me so? God dey for chemistry. God dey for physics. God dey for geography. God dey everywhere. You are just explaining God. You are just explaining the action of God in physics. No be so you can tell us say God not dey exist. Be careful. Make I quick show you something for Bible. Job 11. Read verse 6. Go down. It say every true knowledge have two sides. Can you fathom the mystery of God? A question. You don't believe in God, but you believe in your radiometrics law. You believe in your child's laws. Why you dey play now, bros? Can you probe the mystery of God Almighty? They are higher than the heavens above, and they are deeper than the deep sea. The mystery is too big for human being, for carnal mind, me and you to know. You hear me? So all those evolution you are calling about, so that is how God created the earth. You dey get so? Yes. Because, okay, man just carry you now go back to the story of Moses, when Moses stretched forth his rod and the Red Sea depart. You know wetin happen? You know wetin happen for inside that sea? If tomorrow now scientists now they enter that Red Sea now, they can't see one or two things, because I believe there was an earthquake. They will come, they will say this earthquake, this rock jam this rock, now make the river depart, blah blah blah. Still on still, you don't want to give God the accolade. But you believe in your laws of physics. You believe in your thermodynamics. For this end time what we dey, so just get sense, know your God. Have a personal relationship with your God. You know why? Because you go hear so many things when go make you test your faith. You go doubt yourself. You go say, so the things what I don't learn before na truth. You go doubt yourself. And this is how Satan works. You understand? Learn. Listen to people when they talk. Pick the one where they important to you. Leave the one. You understand? Not be every message be passing on. Inside 1 hour message, if you say your message when they inside, so now just 5 seconds. So get sense, and the Spirit of God will help us. Amen.